What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Daily Refinement. My name is Chris. Thank you so much for joining me. In this episode, I'm going to go over 5 guaranteed ways to make your sales grow. And thank you so much for joining me. Let's get straight into it. My name is Chris. I earn a full-time living selling physical products online. And I'm going to give you guys some tips that have really helped me grow my business. Number 1 is you need to focus on products that have a high margin for what it sells for versus what you paid for it when you're just starting. The reason you need to do that is because when you're first starting reselling, you only have one tool, and the tool is offering a discount. You don't know how to bundle items. You're probably not very good at taking pictures. You don't understand how to write a good title. You don't have a great way of describing the item. You have no experience in that specific niche. That's totally okay. All you have to do is offer something popular at a discount, and it will still sell. If you discount the items in your store by 50%, are they going to instantly sell? If not, they're not popular enough and you might be priced too high. If you can't sell an item for 50% of the sold value, it's not popular enough. An example would be men's dress shirts. Okay, I love men's dress shirts. If you're not getting a really high-end dress shirt, the demand is so low that you can list a Banana Republic shirt that retails in the store for $56 on eBay. Let's say it sells brand new for $23 free shipping. You could list that shirt at $12 free shipping and still not immediately sell it because the demand is too low. Okay, now that's why you should be spending 100% of your money and time thinking about finding products that have the largest margin between what they're selling for and what you get them for, because you're going to make mistakes when you're first starting and you have to be able to discount the item to get your cash back. Now, this is what most beginners focus on. They focus on the fact they don't have a lot of capital. If you focus on not having a lot of capital, you're going to get more of that, which is not a lot of capital. There's a couple people in my mastermind group that always talk about the fact that they don't have enough money. And if you do that, you're never going to have enough money. If you're not happy with what you have right now, you will not be happy with more. I can guarantee that. If your day isn't filled from when you wake up to when you go to sleep, you have a gratitude problem. Okay, I am so grateful for every single second I have to work on my store, for the opportunity to help others. I'm psyched. I'm going to skip ahead to my 5th step, actually, which is you need to think about what your ideal day looks like and then what your average day looks like. And this is really important. What does your ideal day do? I'm going to give you guys my example of what my ideal day looks like and then what my average day looks like. In my perfect day for me, I would wake up, I would work out, I would do my mastermind call because I would do that for the rest of my life, even if I am financially independent, because I enjoy that. I enjoy people working on whatever their goal is. How are they getting closer to that goal? I will never get sick of that. I will do that for the rest of my life. I run one. I am in other ones because I love that concept. Then after that, for 4 hours, I want to work on skills. I want to improve whatever it is that I'm doing, helping others, making videos, selling stuff online. I'm working on the skill part of it. Okay, then from that, after that 4 hours, I want to work on coaching because I enjoy that. Most of the people that I know that are super wealthy still do coaching because they enjoy the process of helping somebody get what they want. And I'm thinking about actually making my interview process for a mastermind call a lot more strict, in a sense that you need to know what you want. I can't help you figure that part out. I can help you figure out how to get what you want. But that first part, I think this exercise really helps, which is what is your ideal day? Okay, which is for me, wake up, exercise, do a mastermind call, work on skills for half the day, do coaching the rest of half the day. The part of reselling that I want to work on only after that is just looking at deals. I don't want to actually process any item individually. I want to look at deals and I want to create systems that bring inventory to me. I also want really, really low inventory cost. In a perfect world, 0. All I'm doing is selling other people's stuff. Let them take the risk of owning the item. I'll sell it, take a cut of that, and it's okay for me to have a smaller margin because I don't have to use my own capital. So people will say, oh, I only sell something if I make 10 times my money. Well, what is the return on 0 investment, right? I'm not investing any money and getting back money. That's, in my idea, a larger return than buying something for $1 and spending $25 in gas hunting for this item and all these valuable hours looking for things that don't exist. People that have a $50 minimum profit, like they don't sell anything unless it's $50, those people are usually broke. It's not that easy to go hunt for items and find only $50 profit items. That is a ridiculous minimum profit goal. Most items on eBay sell for $20 or less. Most items on Poshmark sell for $20 or less. That's the market. All right, we're sort of in this depressed economy right now where people are, one, getting rid of stuff because Marie Kondo is super popular and making people downsize, right? And people are getting sick of managing the mental real estate of having all this BS in their house, and they're decreasing it to just what they need, right? And that brings me to step number 3, which is if you're having trouble with your sales, you need to reduce the size of your store and focus on less but better. There's no glory in having a big store. There's no point in doing that if you don't have a high sell-through rate. Having a bigger store does not improve your sell-through rate. It goes down as you get bigger. That's the reality of business. When you diversify your attention, the quality of the listing goes down. Okay, unless you can replicate yourself and somebody else produces the exact same quality as you, yes, then maybe when you grow your store, your sales grow linearly, but that's usually not what happens. I talk to hundreds or thousands of store owners. That's not what happens. As you grow your store, your sell-through rate goes down. It's the opposite. Okay, so if you need your sell-through rate to go up, go the other direction. Do what makes sense mathematically. Take your attention that you're spreading amongst 500 items, reduce it to 300 items, make those items really tight, understand your margins, understand your niche, focus on what the market wants instead of what you want, because it doesn't matter. And I just want to go over a couple more things that are really relevant. Yesterday, we had an interview with Scott. He's the smartest seller on Instagram. He's a really nice guy, and he went over the fact that his company does like $65 million, and sometimes they lose money in a month. And that's because when you're operating at that level, the margins go way down, okay, because you're dealing with such massive quantity of items. And in order to move things at that pace, they're selling things at sometimes a loss. An example was they had a really good electronic item that was selling for $30, and they were purchasing the item for 10 or something. After everything, the total cost to deliver that product was $22, and they were selling it for $30. They had an $8 margin, right? Then all of a sudden, Amazon was offering that item for $22 prime and destroyed their entire market, and they weren't sure how to deal with that. So they Googled that UPC code, and guess what? Best Buy was also offering that product for $22. So when you start operating at state scale, it starts getting really scary, and you need to focus on cutting costs and finding those home run item, margin items. Like I said, as step number 1, you need that margin to survive in this particular business, because there's going to be things that happen. You're going to find a replenishable item, or you're going to invest a lot of money into a certain thing that may not work out, and you need some buffer zone, or you're going to panic and pass out and die. Okay, you have to survive. So you need these massive margin items in order to get there, because there's just so many mistakes that happen in this business. There's no such thing as just you buy an item for $1 and sell it for $4. It's not that straightforward. It sounds that straightforward, but there are certain items that you're never going to be able to sell, and the turn is just too slow. Okay, here's another thing that will help people. If you have scheduled auctions ending and starting every single day, you will get that cash flow that a lot of people need to start. Now, the reason why I personally do not do auctions is because I can wait. I can wait to get a little bit more money on a buy now situation. The only exception to this is if you can create a bidding war where you have something rare and desirable that 2 people might go after it and get excited, and actually it'll end for more in an auction format than a buy now process. But most items do not qualify for that. So you're getting, according to eBay, 86% of what you would get if you would just wait for the item to sell. This is the exact same mentality for me when it comes to promoted listings. I turned off promoted listings because I don't need the item to sell faster. I don't want to pay a premium for the item to sell faster. All the things that eBay recommends take away your margin. They say free shipping, free returns. Who's paying for that? We're paying for that. If there's a return, it costs you twice as much as the shipping, and you're getting no refund on the PayPal fee. eBay is going to introduce this new transaction fee, all these different fees that are causing our margin to go down. So you know what? I'm not going to do any of that. I'm just going to wait for enough people to see my item for it to sell what I want it to sell for, and just take my risk out of it by using other people's money for the inventory. Okay, hopefully that makes sense, but I want you guys to focus on mitigating risk, right? So I'm really scared now when I look at the future of eBay because they are in the profitability mode. They're not in growing mode. When companies are growing, they invest in new technologies. Hey guys, we have a new feature that does this. We have a new thing that saves you time. None of that has happened. I've been talking about eBay for 2 years. There's not been some major thing like Prime. Like we're going to compete with Amazon by giving you guys X. They haven't done that. They just released this sale. It's going to happen in 2 weeks, which is the crash sale. Last year, Amazon crashed during the Amazon Prime sale. Guess what? Look on eBay. We might be able to give you a deal. Are you kidding me? You can't come up with your own sale? We can't have an eBay day? But eBay day would be too hard because you'd have to come up with your own marketing and come up with some kind of deal that people care about. Instead of doing that, they're just copying Amazon's crazy marketing, trying to make this Prime Day huge. They're just saying, you know what? We'll just take the scraps of what's left. We're going to let you guys spend all the money on marketing and we'll just get whatever is left. That's the same mentality you need to do if you are maximizing profit. Some people are like, profit. I need more profit. I need to pay this bill that's coming, right? If you're going to do that, you can't also grow, okay? It's the opposite. You're either going to grow or you're maximizing profit. If you're taking money out of your business to pay something, you're screwing yourself over. You can't do it. And this leads me to my final point, which is mental real estate, okay? I used to think that rich people were rich because they're cheap, right? But here's the thing. Being cheap has more benefits than just not spending money. There's less overhead required when you have less stuff. You have more time to work on your business. When my nut right now is $750 a month. I only need to earn $750 a month to break even. I've reduced all of my cars net me money. Well, I'm basically splitting my mortgage. All the stuff that am doing is reducing my overhead, right? And the reason why I'm doing that is so I have more time to think about what I want to do. And there's a huge misconception that happened, which was these big guys, are they really making any money? They are. They're making huge amounts of money because they're investing into their business. They can cash out at any time. All you have to do to cash out in a resale business is just sell your inventory. That's it. That's when you cash out. That's when the risk ends. When you decide to sell all your stuff, there's all your money. It's not gone. These guys that are investing all their money into their inventory, they're not stupid. They're going to maximize that money at the end. That money is still there. They still have their systems that they can sell to people. They still have all their operations. They have their key employees. This is all worth money. Okay, so I'm tired of hearing these big companies don't make any money. That's ridiculous. They can cash out at any time because they've put all that work into the future. And I can guarantee most of the people running these large, lean operations do not have a lot of emotional baggage. They don't, because how can you build that if you're worried so much about paying your bills? You can't. You have to ruthlessly reduce your bills almost to zero. And then that is going to be how you're able to do this. So guys, I really believe the point of this is to take the money from reselling and to put it into something like real estate or something a little bit more passive so you have more time freedom. Okay, that's where I'm at right now, where my ideal day and my average day are almost the same. Okay, so I consider myself time rich, and that is a very cool place to be in your life, and I'm super grateful. That's why my day, being grateful is why my day is so full. I know that sounds counterintuitive because you're like, if you're grateful, maybe you would just relax all day. I don't agree with that. If you only had one day left to live, you would really focus on what's important to you. If you had a week left, a year left, for me, I think I have a little bit longer than that. Hopefully, knock on wood, I have longer than that, but I just don't want to waste any second. I'm so grateful for that. When I see people that are waste their day, they're just not grateful. They're just honestly complacent. They are entitled. They think that things would just come to them. It doesn't really work that way. You got to go out there, create your ideal day. And I'm going to just go over that one more time, which is probably some kind of physical activity, probably some kind of skill building, probably some kind of giving back, probably family, probably eating well. That's it. Start with that. Start building your day. Start getting rid of stuff that doesn't matter. If you like this content, smash the like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I have actually upgraded all of my equipment. So right now I'm actually filming on a phone, but all of my future content is not going to be potato quality anymore. I apologize for that. Thank you guys for sticking with me through that, but I'm actually going to produce higher quality content that's more edited, more information, shorter. I'm going for fun, entertaining, motivating, useful, okay, in the shortest video that I can produce. So I've been super busy trying to reorganize my warehouse, so I apologize that I haven't been producing content of the highest quality, but I'm going to fix that. The reason why I'm spending all this time adjusting my warehouse and working on processes and continuously adjusting is so that one day I can get so good at it, I don't have to do it at all. And I know that kind of defeats the purpose, but because I like doing it, but I just want to get to the point where I'm so good at it, somebody else can do it. Just because that's the holy grail of process improvement, when you make something that somebody else can do for you. So everyone have a great day. Take care. Smash that like button. I'll see you guys in the next episode.